You're watching Mining Headlines on mining.com. I'm Devin Murrigan. Gold prices swung higher on Monday, staying above $3,300 an ounce after an early drop. Spot gold climbed 0.3% to $3,330 by midday as markets awaited key U.S. economic reports this week. Now, earlier losses were sparked by lingering hopes for a U.S.-China trade deal, but skepticism remains high. Analysts warn gold's rally could be running too hot, though bullion is still up 25% this year. Investors now watch U.S. jobs, inflation, and payrolls data for fresh direction. Barrick Gold will rename itself Barrick Mining Corporation after a shareholder vote next week. The miner will also change its New York Stock Exchange ticker from gold to B starting May the 9th, though it keeps ABX in Toronto. The move highlights Barrick's $6 billion copper expansion, including the Reko Diq project in Pakistan and Lumwana in Zambia. CEO Mark Bristow says gold remains core, but copper will drive future growth. Meanwhile, Barrick's Loulo-Gounkoto mine in Mali faces disruption amid a government tax dispute, with gold shipments blocked and subcontractors laying off workers after months of unpaid bills. The Canadian Yukon government is threatening to hold PricewaterhouseCoopers in contempt if its officials refuse to appear before lawmakers. PwC, the court-appointed receiver of Victoria Gold's collapsed Eagle mine, has pushed back, saying the government has no authority to compel testimony. The standoff comes a year after a heap leach pad failure unleashed millions of tons of waste and cyanide-laced solution at the site. Debate on a contempt motion was adjourned on Friday, with PwC expected to respond in the Assembly this week. PwC says it will only testify if ordered by a court and plans to ask for protection against government sanctions. KoBold Metals, the mining startup backed by Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, plans to invest billions into the Democratic Republic of Congo. That's according to an interview with the Financial Times. The country's new mining director, Benjamin Katabuka, told the FT that KoBold is seeking exploration licenses for copper, cobalt, and lithium. Now, the move comes as Congo looks to bring in more Western investors to reduce China's dominance in the mining sector. KoBold, which uses AI to find critical minerals, is already active in Zambia and Namibia and has raised $1 billion to fund its global expansion. The expansion comes amid wider U.S.-China tensions over critical mineral supply chains. The Ukraine and the United States could sign a long-awaited minerals agreement as early as this week, according to the Financial Times. Ukraine's prime minister says earlier U.S. military aid won't count against the terms of the new deal, clearing a major hurdle. The draft agreement would give Washington access to the Ukraine's critical mineral wealth, including graphite, lithium, and rare earths. It follows a brief meeting between Presidents Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky at the Vatican, described by both sides as productive and symbolic. Under the Pact, the Ukraine would channel resource income into a joint fund controlled by the U.S., while Kyiv has pushed for added security guarantees. And that's where we leave your news headlines at mining.com. Bye-bye.